Page 42, theme from Swan Lake. It's a ballet by Tchaikovsky. You've heard it, I'm sure. This has got 2 flats in the key signature, so you're thinking B flat major? Wrong. Remember, it could be the relative minor. You got to check it out. Well, let's look at the end. The last couple measures were here and here. That is a G minor chord. We're in G minor. Common timer, 4/4 time, no big deal. I don't see anything complicated about the rhythm. If you have a few finger substitutions, hopefully you can handle those. Just follow their fingering, you should be fine. Follow their phrasing in the right hand. The pedal's going to cover it up, but still do the phrasing, the motion anyway. You can feel the phrases like you feel everything else. Well, you get over to page 43, 3rd line down in the 16th notes. So instead of 1 and 2 and that we've been doing, it's 1 E ended. This is a tremolo. They've simply written out the notes. Is all it is, and they're telling you how fast I'm rotating here. So it's here to here. Just the trick is to get 2 notes down at the same time. That takes a little practice, but you can still do it. You're just rotating. It's a small motion. I'm exaggerating for the camera. It's a small motion. And if you can, collapse the wrist a little bit on the beat. It's a little harder to do, but it keeps you relaxed. Otherwise, you'll tend to tense up. You don't want to do that. The left hand has these pulsating chords very softly throughout the whole thing. They're all background, but it gives a nice color to the sound because of the different chords that Tchaikovsky has used. It's really very nice. We have legato pedaling all over. However, I would recommend that you only pedal the first beat and a half of the first measure on page 43. Don't pedal this part where the right hand is coming down. Don't pedal any of that. That needs to be clean, and then you can go back to legato pedaling on the next measure. And that's the only change really I have to the pedaling. Otherwise, it's legato pedaling throughout. It's okay. Just bring out the melody. It starts out very softly here. They put the PP under the staff. They didn't need to. They could put the pianissimo in the middle, and it's understood. It's going to be very soft, and then in the next measure that piano applies to the melody. So you're going to keep the left hand soft anyway. But what they're doing when they put that pianissimo down underneath the staff like that is they're telling you to keep that left hand soft. But it's unnecessary. You have to decide on the tempo. You can find recordings of this. Bring out the melody, and if it's soft, you got to keep that left hand really down. Now there are times when you can get a little louder, a little softer. Experiment and listen to the orchestras play it, and you'll get an idea of the dynamics they use. I'll play a little bit of it to give you an idea. I think most people have already heard this, so they know what it sounds like. When you get over to the 3rd line on page 43, you see the meno mosso. That means less motion. That means slow it down a little. So however fast you were going before, the line above it, say the last measure right before it, now I'm going to slow down. Because the melody's in the left hand. And then the last line, it says morindo e ritardando. Morindo means to die away. Retardando means to slow down. So now we're just gonna, it's like it's going off in the distance. And this is a good time that you can do the pedal technique I talked about earlier. A piece that dies away like this is at the end of it. You gently lift the keys up, leave the hands on the keyboard, just lift the keys up, and then gradually lift the pedal up, slowly lift it up, and on an acoustic piano, the sound will die away, because the dampers are just gradually touching the strings. It's very effective. It's better than just ending it softly and then suddenly just stopping with the sound. It's like, that's a, no. Let me give you an idea of what this sounds like, I think. I'm going to start out softly.